Alright, so going back to my channel, you guys, I am so excited for today's video because when it comes to my makeup routine, I've been using the same products over and over again. Like, I was just like, Chi, you need to switch it up a little bit, make it a little bit more exciting. So what I did for today's video is I went in my makeup and I got all the old products that I used to use on my channel, like throwback makeup, of course, just to go ahead and use it, because when you have a lot of makeup, like, you kind of forget like all the stuff you do have in your collection. So I'm so excited for this video. Cannot wait to try these products out again and see, you know, if they're still good, because honestly, some of them are like old. So yeah. So with that being said, you guys, let me know down below some throwback makeup you do love, like your CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer, Maybelline Fit Me, and so on. Let me know down below. But make sure you like and subscribe, you guys, before we do start. And let's go ahead and jump right into the video. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. And I already do have primer on my face and brows, of course, because I don't have a throwback product for that. But moving on to foundation, I do have the Colourpop No Filter Foundation in the shade Deep Dark 185. This foundation, I use it for the review and I do love it. But then after that, you guys, I just stopped using it completely. I don't know why, but I think because I was getting a lot of foundations at that point, like my Dior foundation, my NARS foundation. So at that point, like, I just stopped using it completely. But I'm so excited to see what it looks like on the skin, because right now it's very cold in North Carolina and I feel like this foundation is perfect for that. So let me see what the shade looks like on my skin. I think it still matches me really well, so let me just dot it all over my face. And to blend it all out, I'm using my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I'm just gonna bounce this all over. I think when it comes to this foundation back then, I think, you know, it controlled my oils. It looks like skin. I think that's why I really loved it. And also the color is perfect for my skin tone. So far I have no issues at all. And I really still love this foundation. I'm gonna be so mad at myself because I could have been like using it, but at the same time, I have a lot of foundation, so I completely forget about some of them. And I don't know why I wear hoops when I'm doing my foundation, because it's so hard to like get into this area of my face. Like, it's a struggle, so I don't really know why I'm wearing hoops at this point. Alright, so now moving on to concealer, I do have my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW40. I mean, honestly, you guys, this is such a throwback. And honestly, I think it's like 3 years old, because I bought it to replace my other one that, you know, was completely out, and I never used it again. So it's probably old. Hopefully it doesn't like burn my eyes or irritate my eyes. But at this point, it's a little bit too late. So let me see, like, I'm even struggling to squeeze it out because that's how old it is, you guys. But I hope it still blends out a little bit, you know, easy underneath the eyes. So let me see what this color looks like. And when it comes to this concealer, I used to like remember that it was very easy to work with. It controlled my oils really well. Once it sets, you guys, it is not moving anywhere. So you kind of have to work fast with this. So that's what I remember when it comes to this concealer. But let me apply it all over the face. And let me blend it out really quickly, because I just remember, y'all, like, this thing dries really fast. So let me work quickly and blend it out. But it's looking really good underneath the eyes. Like, it's not too light for the under eyes, and it still gives me a little bit of a highlight going on. So I think the shade is still really good on my skin. To be honest, you guys, I really don't need to set my under eyes, just because when it comes to this concealer, it kind of sets itself. But I'm a very oily girl, so I'm not going to go ahead and try that. But I want to use my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, which is so funny to me because this came out years ago. And I think I got this powder like 4.5 years ago. Like, it is super old, but for this video I still want to use it for you guys. And I remember with this powder, I didn't like it. Like, for some reason it just looked crazy underneath my eyes. Like, it didn't look smooth or anything like that. So for me to use it again, I want to see if there's a difference. I kind of want to bake my face, but at the same time I don't, because it's very cold outside, so I don't really need to bake at all. So what I'm gonna do instead is just set my under eyes with this powder and just press into the skin. Not gonna lie, I thought the powder was gonna look very crazy underneath my eyes, but so far It's looking really, really smooth and just like nice. So I don't have anything bad to say about it. I think when it came to this powder, when I baked my face is when I had an issue. Like, it didn't look good at all. But when I set my under eyes just like this, it looks completely fine. So far I think my skin is looking really good. I mean, I have no complaints at all. The products are just working well together. But now to set my face, I'm actually gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Mocha. Now this shade is, I don't know, like, I'm not sure if it was too dark for my skin or too light. I can't remember what it looked like on the skin, but let me actually try it out and see. So on my skin, it's kind of like translucent, like you can't really see it at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set all over my face. And y'all, to be honest, I haven't used a colored powder in so long. I've been using a translucent powder all over my face and I love the way it looks. But having like a powder with a little bit of color in it just looks flawless on the skin. So I may go back to using a colored powder. I don't know yet, but it's looking really, really good on the skin. Alright, so now moving on to bronzer, I do have my NARS Gienah Contour Blush. To be honest, I'm not sure why they call it a blush or a contour because it's honestly a bronzer. And it's completely broken, but this is what it looks like. This shade is absolutely beautiful on the skin. I'm not even sure if they sell this anymore because I haven't seen it on Sephora. I think it's still on the NARS site, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. By using my e.l.f. Complexion brush, which is a bronzer brush, I'm going to take a little bit of this onto that and just apply it all over my skin. And with this bronzer, I do remember it's a little intense, you know, if you don't take your time with it. It's a little bit intense on the skin, so make sure you take your time to build it up. I think I applied a little too much bronzer because I'm looking a little bit red right now. Ooh. Okay, so now moving on to blush. I'm using my Anastasia blush kit in gradients, and this is the only blush kit that I used to use back in the day. I didn't really wear blush a couple years ago, so I am really happy about this because I still use it till this day because I love it so much. But I'm gonna use Vegas and Chocolate, which is these two. Well, let me go ahead and put the mirror away. These two right here. I'm just gonna apply that all over my cheeks. Okay, so now moving on to highlighter. This one is such a throwback because everybody, and I mean everybody back in the day, used to have it in the collection. And it's a glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and that's Glow. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys do have this in your makeup collection, but I used to use this all the time and it's completely broken right here, so I can't really show you guys, you know, what it looks like, of course, because this will go all over. So I'm gonna use two shades. I'm gonna use Golden Bronze and Drippin' in Gold. And it's these two shades right here. So I'm just gonna mix them too and then put it on my cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, this looks good on the skin, but I feel like the highlighters I have nowadays just pop a little bit more. Like with this, it looks a little bit powdery on the skin, but I'm not sure what it looks like on camera. So let me know down below. But in person, it looks good. It's not popping like I want it to. Alright, so last but not least is the lips, and I'm using my MAC lipsticks, which I, of course, used to use all the time. I'm sure everybody else out there used to use it all the time. So I have the two shades in front of me. I have Paramount and also Sin. I look want to go with Sin because it's fall time. It's a dark, vampy lip color, so I may just go ahead and use this one instead. So let me go ahead and apply it all over my lips, and to be honest, my lips are so dry right now, you guys. Like, it low-key hurts putting this on because y'all know MAC lipsticks are very dry on the lips, but I need to go ahead and put some lip balm or something. Alright, you guys, so this is my throwback makeup routine, and I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. And while I was sitting here, I was kind of thinking like I want to make this a series where I go back in my makeup collection and just get a bunch of products that I don't really use anymore and start to incorporate it on my channel. So let me know down below if you like it. If you don't, it's totally fine. But I'm not gonna lie, I do hope you guys like the idea, so just let me know down below. But besides that, you guys, make sure you like and subscribe before you do leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one.